Hey guys, welcome back in. Gonna continue some more No Man's Sky. Alright, so last couple of days I did manage to get in probably about 6 hours. I did get my inventory unlocked, so that's all set. I'm pretty sure the multi-tool, I think the one in here might actually be full slots. No, it's not. Okay. So I'm still looking for a 24 slot. I'm not too worried about the multi-tool because I mean I don't really use much in it, but I would like to get it maxed out. I'm working on my ship still. I ran into an issue on one planet yesterday afternoon where I had landed. It was like at a observatory or something like that, and when I landed my ship, I actually landed inside the ground and I wasn't able to get out of it. So I had to run around the planet to find a place where I could summon my ship in. And that took like over 2 hours to find a spot. Mainly because it was one of those planets that was all like caverns. So or canyons rather, where, you got really high areas, then these huge, like, spots that were down low in the ground. So it was just a lot of just climbing and, jetpacking around. And of course, your visor doesn't tell you, you can't see like markers. You get the little blue one that shows up every now and then, but half the time they were just save beacons. So it took forever. What I'm doing now is I'm just trying to get some money together. So I've been making up a bunch of these to sell. I think that's going to be over $1 million for those. It should be. I do want to keep a little bit of plutonium. I'm going to see if I can find a little bit more carbon outside. Yeah, see if I can get like another 100 carbon so that I can make a couple more of those. I don't think I have any room in my ship either. Yeah, I'm trying not to... I'm trying to make it so that I can sell a bunch of stuff all at once. Alright, how much carbon is that? Alright, that's almost enough. Alright, I can get... Actually, I have extra plutonium in my ship, don't I? Alright, so I don't have to worry about my launch vessel right now. So I get a little bit more carbon. A bunch up there, but I'm trying not to. So that's carbon. Alright, we got our maximum stars on that. And actually, if I want to check it when I get in here, I want to see what my milestones look like. Because I should have enough to get Galileo, I think? Okay, I've got the maximum. Alright. So I'll be able to do all the Atlas stations too. Because you need, I believe it's 55. So pretty much going to have everything done except for the ship battles. And I'll end up getting this up to 10 also, because I'm going to have to warp a couple 100 times, so... Alright, let's see. I'm going to throw that away. Make one of these. One of those. I'm trying to make it so I can sell as many of these as possible. Alright, so that actually opened up. I can actually go do another one. I don't know what I have for plutonium over here. I stripped out a lot of it. There should be a cave. If you see things like that, oh, those are up on the surface. Alright. might have plutonium down here. I'm not sure if there's a cave up here or not. Hopefully I can go down here and not get turned around. Seems like there's an opening to it. There's a cave here, but the opening for it's probably going to be on the other side. Oh, and I did get my my other hyperdrive thing. So what I'm going to do is when I get to, I don't know if I don't really need like a max size ship or anything, but I'd like to. I'll start to get all my technology put together and start making my way towards the center. Yeah, like I was saying, it's going to take a couple hundred warps. What I might do is, when I finally get a ship that's big enough, I'll get all the technology installed, and then I'll probably just take a few hours and do nothing but warp. Because, I mean, I still got to cover, what, about a little under 40,000 light years, so it will take some time. Alright, I'm good on my carbon. Okay, there's some plutonium right there. Get at least 100 of this. Alright, we got enough. Let's just grab that little bit extra. I'm gonna build an over there. Alright, so I'm just gonna use up a little bit of that. Rest of my multi-tool. Actually, use some of my bolt caster. Yeah, that way I'm not throwing stuff on the ground. Alright, so we're gonna make up a... Oh, I did that backwards. Alright, we're gonna make up a suspension fluid. I'm just gonna throw that carbon away. Actually, let me use up the rest in here. Yeah, I'd like to not waste things when I can. Throw that away. Alright, make up one more of these. Alright. So yeah, that should easily be 1 million. So, because they go for around 40,000 a piece, something like that. I have, what, about 35, 36, something like that, so. See, I'm doing that mainly because what I want to do is when I get my ship to, like, you know, over 40 slots, I'd like to be able to just warp to a space station and just buy a ship without repairing it. Do that a few times. That way, you know, yeah, I don't have to repair anything, and I can just start installing technology. Because I am holding on to some of these rare items, or these uncommon items. So, well, some are rare, some are uncommon, but you need them for a lot of the different technology. And I think I'm almost done with my blueprints also. We go over here, craft items. There aren't that many, so I'm pretty sure I've got like all of these already. There is another technology one. There are some odd ones you get from, yeah, like health module. This you'll get from, I went to a second Atlas station, I got this at one. You'll get like little gifts from them. But I'm starting to, with my ship, I'm starting to get things like my launch thruster blueprint. I didn't get a hyperdrive one. I got another one. I think it was like this deflector shield or something. Blueprint. So I think I should be coming to the end of it. as far as blueprints go. Alright, so we're gonna go and sell off all those vapors. Yeah, 1.2 million. So, so go ahead and get rid of all those. Alright, so we're just under 4 now. Check over here. That's where my titanium is. Titanium I really don't need to keep on me. Oh, yeah, I wanted to see if I can grab a little more plutonium out there. See, now I've got a good amount of room with it. Man, does it fill up quick. Alright, I don't know if I have anything marked here. Take another look at this. I think I'm missing 2 there. Okay, yeah, these are just regular beacons. Yeah, I tried scanning a bunch of stuff and nothing like showed up. Alright, we got a transmissions tower, so we're gonna head over there. See if we can get a crash ship. Oh, the pilot. I didn't even realize that. Let's see what this is. Okay, so we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Missing 8, so we would actually pick up 2 slots out of that. And it's all repaired. I will lose out on my launch thruster, but you know what? I think we're just gonna take it. Do things a little bit backwards here. Get this layout a little bit different. Move over this green stuff first. Hopefully I have enough empty slots here. Probably should have counted these ahead of time. I don't want to lose any warp cells or anything. I'm gonna be 1 short. Alright, let's go hit decline. Yeah, it's actually a pretty cheap ship, actually. Double check this. 7 by 6. Yep, it is an upgrade. Alright. Let's try this again. Get that platinum in there. I screwed that up. Let's, oh no. I'm trying to kind of pair things together a little bit. Let's toss that iron in. Yeah, I'm putting this at the bottom because I know I'm going to end up using it. Yeah, it sucks not being able to just move stuff around where you want it. That. Oh, I'm not going to have to repair this, that's right, so I don't have to really worry about placement of that stuff. Alright. We'll get that all done. Alright, so we have our ship. Let's just go and fill this up. Probably just leave that like that for now. I'm not going to bother filling the hyperdrive right now because I might actually end up getting rid of the ship, so plutonium's in here. I think he has some for sale. Yeah, if he has some, I might just grab it. Alright, he does. Oh, he's only got 30. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure there's not going to be enough for takeoff. If there's any other stuff here, though. Nickel I'm good on. Yeah, I always check these green items. But I'm still looking to get more gold, too. I'm actually not sure what's on this planet for mineable resources. I haven't really done a lot of exploring. I know there's pretty much you get air rocks will be on just about every planet, and emerald is on most of them also. Alright, got some plutonium down here. Oh, and I did my exosuit. I did get my version 3 booster, so I made sure to get that installed, as well as the stamina one. So I did do a few little upgrades. And I do see more plutonium. I always grab extra when I see that stuff. Sometimes I get way too much of it, but the good thing is you can use it in pretty much everything. It doesn't take long to mine up either. I'm sure I probably already sank the economy in this system, so what I might do is just start system jumping. Start system jumping. Yeah, I'm still pretty far from the center. Alright, so I need gold and I need copper. Oh, this is another really nice thing about this is, actually it won't matter because it will fill it from here anyway. But let's say I didn't have this plutonium already, I can just transfer it from pretty much anywhere, go right back to my ship, and then you can just fill it from here too. You know, I can fill up my line, like even if my ship was on the other side of the planet, I'd still be able to charge it from wherever I am, which is actually really nice. You just can't transfer it from your ship to your character. Let's see, titanium is good. I should grab some iron, and I need to get zinc while I'm out here. Grab some of this. Yeah, I like to try to keep a stack of pretty much everything if I can. Got some zinc over here. Actually, can I scan that? Yeah, you can scan these too. Same thing like the any of the plants that you interact with, you can scan for money. So grab that. Got some more zinc up here. You get like 22 zinc around, something like that. Sometimes you'll see like 25, 18. So you get quite a bit out of them. You only have to pick up like 3 plants to get a stack. Alright, I'm just gonna put that in my ship. And then take that little amount that's left over. Oh, ship's out of range. Oh. It'll have to stay in my inventory for right now. Alright, now I know that this is all emerald. Actually, you know what, let's just rip out some of this. Actually, you know what? Yeah, get some of this out of here. I think I have one stack. Yeah, let's see if I can get a second stack to have. I know a couple recipes will take 200 emerald. Yeah, this stuff is, sometimes it just doesn't break up right. The geometry on them is kind of wonky. You end up with like pieces like this that you can't do anything with. Alright, how much? There are a couple buildings around here. I don't know what they are though.
Weapon charge depleted.
This is a good thing about plutonium, you can use it in pretty much everything. Actually, let's back.
Technology recharge.
I'm just trying to get a full stack of this. I thought about selling it, but I'll probably end up selling it eventually anyway. Because you can get this pretty much anywhere. Just I don't know how long I'm gonna wait to do some of these upgrades. So I want to wait till I have at least 40 slots in my ship before I start going nuts on upgrades. I wonder if there's any fish here. Probably not. Should be able to get in a few scans. This
Toxic protection. Falling. Life support power.
Low. Alright. Back up here before I start taking hazard damage. Right, did I talk to this guy? Oh, I can cost money to talk to him? No, I'm not gonna bother. Alright, just toss that back in my ship. I've got some extra iron I don't need. Just get all my stuff kind of topped off before I leave.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
I think I'm just gonna leave my leave this tech installed for now. Alright, right now I got 3 of those sheets. I want to try something. Actually, it's not gonna matter. I have 1 slot here Alright, I already have 3 of these sheets. I want to see if I buy one, if it will add it to that stack, or if it's going to take up a thing here. So, just want to go in here. But if I can buy a bunch of these and have them all in one stack, it would be nice. We're going to go to buy item. I'm going to make sure I go to my ship inventory. And, oh, there's only 2 sheets here anyway. Let's just go ahead and buy one of these. Alright, it looks like it added it. Alright, I got 4 sheets. Alright, so whenever I get to a terminal, I want to try to get a bunch of these. I have to make sure I switch to my ship inventory though when I do it. So, ship inventory, we're going to buy that last one. Alright. Yeah, like these don't stack or anything. This is a bug from way back. Oh, they have antimatter. I know we have antimatter. Yeah, I got enough warp cells for right now, though. I started making up a bunch to get rid of. I don't remember. I had something. Oh, that Thanium. I had a ton of it from scrapping ships. I made up a bunch of warp cells. Alright. Let's check that. Oh. Actually, let's pull that back over. I'm gonna go take a look at this transmissions tower. And I have a couple beacons, so I want to see if any of those they're gonna point me towards a minor settlement probably. So I'm hoping I can get a maxed out multi-tool. Get this tower out of the way first. Okay, there's not too much on this planet. Whenever I was using the signal booster, I just kept getting those beacons over and over again. I wasn't getting any ships or anything. Or the yeah, these things, transmission towers. Alright, so let's see what we get this time. 48. Alright, so actually no, that's 50. Alright. Alrighty. Check with this guy. I wish I knew more of the words. You know, I'm gonna do the exosuit inspection. I'm hoping to get. Okay, exosuit technology. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I have all my exosuit stuff. And I know I have all my multi-tool stuff. So I'm pretty sure you just turn around. Wow. Sometimes you go to turn and it's like you can't move. With my ship, if I go install tech, I'm pretty sure I have all my weapons. Okay, I've got version 3 and version 2 of that, so I'm good there. Scanner. There's no scanner. I don't know why this field is even here. It's something they forgot to take out, or they forgot to add. Alright, so we have our warp reactors, 1, 2, and 3. So I am still missing my pulse jet 3. I think that's the only thing I'm missing. I might be able to get it at this ship. I use this thing. And I've been trying to grab up words whenever I see knowledge stones. I think I'm getting, I don't know, I think I have like around 80 words now. 89, so trying to get that up to a 10. Grab this. Okay, let's upload this stuff too. Yeah, I'm not sure what that stuff is. It's probably going to be nickel. Yeah, I know about the credits. What is this? Oh, that's iridium. You know what, I am gonna rip this out. I'm at the stage now that I don't have to worry too much about money, so I can kind of stockpile some of this stuff. I don't want to stockpile a ton of it though. Like 2 stacks of everything is going to be the most you'll need for a blueprint. Granted, you might need it for like 2 or 3 different blueprints though, so. I'm surprised I haven't found gold yet. But when I find a planet that has gold, it'll be everywhere, so. Alright, so that should give me a good amount, half a stack. Alright. Alright, I'm not gonna keep poking around. Gotta get moving. Got that word. He's like, I wish I could just scan it from here. That might be more iridium. It takes so long for those to update. I'm just gonna rip this out. I don't know what it is. Alright, it is more iridium. Oh. I don't want iridium though. Well, actually, move that over and throw the rest away. See, we don't have refiners, so you can't make other resources when you go over like that. Which kind of sucks. I'm glad they added the refiners though, because you have a lot less waste. Alright, let's get over to that. Actually, there's a blue marker here. I'm just going to kind of fly by that. Alright, that's just a monolith. I'm not going to bother with it. I don't know. Actually, no, let's land there. I got a bunch of plutonium, so typically I wouldn't. Although this thing might offer me a multi-tool, so might be worth checking out. Actually, get over here. I'm trying to take some screenshots and stuff while I run through this. So every now and then I may just kind of stop and do something like that. Just move a little. Yeah, unfortunately there's no photo mode, so you can only go by, you know, whatever your screen is. Shoot the creature. Alright, learned another word. Oh, it should be over 90 words now. Oh, Atlas word for creation. So there are Atlas words in this. It's just when you go to the Atlas station. When you go to the Atlas station, all you get is the life form words. There's nothing here. Oh, there's an Atlas stone over here. And do I need zinc still? Oh, I've got extra. Let's throw that away. Alright. Oh, that's way further than I thought it was. Oh, and if you run into asteroids, you do take some pretty substantial damage to your shield. It does repair itself, but those asteroids do way more damage than in the current version of the game. I mean, you can probably hit like 8 of them or so before you actually break anything, but because your controls are so bad too that it's like the hitbox on them is really big or something, because they're kind of hard to get around. You end up smashing right into a bunch of them. Alright, what do we have for a ship? Looks like another hauler. Oh, no. Explorer. Alright, what do we have? Hopefully it's an upgrade. It might not be, because this last one just gave me +2 slots. So, do a quick compare. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's the same size. So we're just gonna hit leave. So the only thing I'm interested in is going to be this beacon. See if I can get a new blueprint. I have no idea where to go for here, so I'm just going to go search board bodies, exosuit technology blueprint. Okay, so that tells me definitely my exosuit. I have all the blueprints. So, alright. Yeah, there's no point in even, interacting with these now, because I have everything. I kind of wish it would give you something for opening those, though. Alright, so we do have a good-sized body of water here. Let's see if there are any creatures to scan. There's going to be other stuff down here, too, so... Alright, we do have some fish. Just have to keep track of my oxygen level. See, in this version you can actually see your all your different oxygen levels and stuff. So that's still in the game. Alright, so there's really not too much down there. Let's get out of here. What I might do is, actually, what is this? It's going to be iridium. Yep. Oh, I did get a Gek relic somewhere. And I didn't know if maybe there were some barrels over here too, but not today. Yeah, I don't remember what gold looks like, so that's why I'm trying to kind of shoot just random stuff sometimes. Something here I wanted to check and I can't remember. Oh, there it is. Actually, I'll be able to land over there for free. Go into one of these beacons. I could probably just warp out of here, because I will get a multi-tool eventually. You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna. Let's get out of here. Let's do all that. Yeah, because I'm still 39,000 light years from the center, so. Okay, and you can see black holes there. Black holes will damage exosuit slots. It won't damage your ship. So I'm just gonna go in order of this stuff. Now worry towards getting to the center, you know, when the time comes. There is a really bad memory leak in this game. So what I'll do is I'll do like 5 warps in a row, then I'll stop on a planet to make a save, and then I'll warp again, you know, another 5 times, and you know, that way I don't risk, you know, it'll reduce the risk of me losing a bunch of warps all at once, because unfortunately there's no like auto save or anything, so you have to actually make a manual save while you're warping. And if you're playing for more than like 2 hours, the same thing. It seems like it's worse when you're warping because you're constantly going through a bunch of different loading screens. So you can lose, you know, it's an easy way to lose hours of gameplay if you don't save often. Alright. So our trade terminal's on that side, so I'm going to go to this side first. And actually this will have a multi-tool in it also. Let's go in here. I'm just going to go see what the multi-tool is real quick. And alright, so it's actually a downgrade. So we're just going to hit decline. And you can get a lot of stuff out of this room. These barrel, you know, antimatter. I don't think you get warp cells directly, but you know, antimatter and suspension fluid, stuff like that you can get out of here. So I always loot this room first because the trade terminal's on the other side, so I can just sell everything I don't want over there. That way I'm not running back and forth. Alright, so this stuff. Alright, you know how I just got that that extra suspension fluid? I can just, because I have all this plutonium now, I can just make up an extra electron vapor, and I can turn around and either sell that, or I can use it to make more antimatter. A lot of times I'll just get a bunch of these together. That way I can just make a bunch of antimatter at once. I don't have to worry about money right now, so unless I start buying ships, which I might grab a ship while I'm here, if any of them show up. Okay, give them a couple minutes. You know, I like to run back and forth here just for a couple minutes and see if a ship will show up. If not, then I'll just move on and do something. On this side, all right. Sometimes you'll get 2 rooms on this side. This one only has 1 though. Pick that up. This side should have a an exosuit slot. Of course, my exosuit's full, so I can't do anything with it. But sometimes there'll be like a couple barrels or a couple crates back here. But sometimes there will be a room directly in front of me too. Just this station doesn't. But you get an NPC sometimes. Let's just try this. Alright. So knowledge went up. And now I just sell off all that stuff I just got from that other room. These shields and power canisters, they can be used for different things, but I use raw materials, so these shield and charge you can use. I think sometimes you need them if you get broken technology, I think, or you can just, yeah, sometimes they can be beneficial having, but I always just sell them. And I'm gonna hold on to that vapor for now. That Gecko can go. Alright, and let's check my ship too. If I have anything extra. Oh, I want to see if I can buy any of those sheets. Okay, so he's got a couple. Oh, I want to make sure we go to my ship inventory. I'm going to buy both of those sheets. Because it's like metal plating. It's just one of those things that's really annoying to have to craft constantly. So I'm just trying to get a stack of them. So I'm up to 7 of them now. And like if I break this down, I'll get 3 more sheets too. So when I go to trade this ship, I'll make sure to break that down. Alright, so I did hear a ship land while I was in there, but I missed it. And I should probably go ahead and get this thing filled up. Yeah, I'd like to make sure I'm juiced up before I leave. And I think probably just move on from here. I don't think I'm going to bother with planets. Let's, it's in a warp cell. Alright, and I want to see how far away that black hole was. Oh, I can't toggle directly to that. Alright, let's go into free explore. I'm pretty sure that's an Atlas station. There is a black hole somewhere close. I won't be able to jump right there, will I? Too far. Alright, I was hoping to be able to jump through a black hole, show you guys what that's like. Alright, so we're gonna have to do a couple jumps. Alright, so we'll go here first. Yeah, I'll show you guys what that's like. So we're just gonna do the same thing here, we're just gonna hit the space station real quickly. And then run down, take that black hole. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it breaks stuff in your exosuit. I think it breaks everything except for your ship, I think. You know, if you keep repairing things, it'll keep breaking it over and over again. So a lot of times when I do a bunch of warps in a row, I'll just let it keep breaking stuff because you will run out of stuff to break eventually. And then I'll just, when I want to run around on a planet or whatever, I'll repair stuff. Then I don't do it when I'm doing a bunch of warps, because you have to do like 200 warps to get to the center, so I think it's like around 240, something in that range. So, but I do want to make sure I upload these, all this stuff uploaded. Alright. Same deal, I can take a look at the multi-tool and all that stuff here too. And I'm pretty sure, I don't think I've seen a second room on the right side. Oh, and this is your save point too, if you're ever looking for it. Let's take a quick peek at this. Alright, so yeah, I think when I close the game out and relaunch, I'm pretty sure my multi-tools are bugged out. I'll have to check the next station though. Yep, they've all been like 2 slots short. Go through, pick up all this stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm getting out of these because I did all those uploads. All right, now stuff's starting to show up. Yeah, there's a pretty big lag in between uploads. I'll get a couple things out of there. And a couple more suspension gels, so we'll just make up some vapors. Try to stay on top of that. Alright, so I do have a Gek Charm and a power canister I can sell off. No ships yet. A lot of times ships will show up when you're in this back room though. You'll feel the space station shake. Alright, so this time we do have a room on this side. A lot of times this is just a carbon room, or a, oh, we actually have goods in here. Sometimes you won't have goods, a lot of times it's just a carbon room, or a remembrance station. So this is one of the good ones. It's always good when you can get 2 different loot rooms. Just means more stuff to sell. Alright. Check this side. Again, exosuit. And typically you can harvest these too, but yeah, they don't give you much. So we're just gonna sell off couple items. Charm a dagger canister. Alright, now I want to buy a couple of those sheets. So I'm going to go to my ship inventory. Oh, he's got no sheets. Ship just landed. Alright, so we're not going to need anything there. I'm going to talk to this guy quickly. Alright, learned a word. Alright, I think that's word 100. Oops, wrong way. Pretty sure there's a ship out here. Yep. See if this is an upgrade. Again, there's no NPC to talk to, you just talk to the ship. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to buy, see if he's got anything to buy before I try to buy the ship. Yeah, nothing there. Alright, I think this is an upgrade. It doesn't look like it though. Okay, because right now I've got 7 there. 4. Okay, so we have 8 slot here. See, this is what I was expecting for a price for that last ship, was something like that. This is going to be the max size of a ship. So this is 48. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 38 slots. This is this would be a 42, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. $36. Okay. So this is an upgrade. I'm gonna try to do this kind of quickly. Let's hit decline for right now. I'm gonna go to my ship. I'm gonna break down that. Try to break down all this stuff. And hopefully do that quick enough. Come on. Interact. Let's go. Now the price may go up. Nope, stayed the same. Alright. See, I did that so I could get these extra sheets. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and transfer this stuff. I might end up losing a little bit of space, or a couple items rather, doing this. So I probably should have transferred over a couple things. I'm gonna hold on to that. Yeah, I'm gonna end up losing a couple slots. Well, not slots, but items. Got a couple foods. Take this iridium with us. Zinc. Yeah, so we will end up losing a few things. I should have transferred a few things over to my exosuit, but I'm not going to cry over it. So we're going to go ahead and accept. Alright. So at least we have a full-size ship now, well, the full-size layout. So it'll be a lot easier comparing ships now. Alright. I'm pretty sure that was my old ship. Yep, still has stuff. Actually, can I transfer? No. I would have to buy that ship again. No, it's not worth it. Let's actually see what this guy offers, because I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 10 slots. See if maybe I can pick up this one. Actually, first I want to see if I can buy any of those sheets off them. Nope. Alright. See what this ship is. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're missing 8 slots, so I could upgrade this. Okay, now we're getting into more money. So this is where like money does kind of help out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a 40 slot. This is a 38. So what I would want to do is hunt down a couple more ships just to bring up my total to like, you know, like 44 slots, something like that, and then just look to buy the last couple. So for right now, we're just gonna hit decline. Alright. Okay, so before I leave here, I do just want to make sure. Actually, I'm not going to have to worry about my thruster. I should be able to take off from here. We will need to fill this. And put a little bit of fuel in that. And how's my exosuit looking? Alright. So then I just toss this in my exosuit, make a couple room, couple pieces, or couple slots. Zinc, iridium. Alright, let's just toss that in there too. Yeah, I'm just trying to make a couple of slots in case I do pick up another ship. I don't have to lose out on stuff. Put that in our exosuit too. Right, just do a quick save. Now I don't think I'll have to pay to lift off. Nope. Alright. We'll get out here. We're just gonna warp right through. Okay, so you see at the top there, it says black hole analysis. If I didn't have that, your black holes are marked with that triangle, that blue triangle on the outside. Then you'll see one with a red. That's an Atlas station. So there's another black hole over here too. Or, well, it's blue when you're up close. You know, looks like that. You know, when you're far away, it's black. So, what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna go over here. Alright, and we're just gonna warp into there. Now, we're not gonna go right to the black hole, though. We're gonna go to the space station first, just so we have a save point in case something goes wrong. Not that anything would go wrong, but, you know, sometimes weird things can happen. So we're gonna not go through there. We're gonna go to the space station first. I want to see how far of a jump I get when I leave here. Typically, it's only like maybe like 1,000 light years. It's not a huge jump typically. But what you can do is you can hit them every now and then, as well as doing regular warping. It only takes a couple hours typically to get to the center. Oh, maybe more like 3 hours, 4 hours, but that's if you're, you know, I like to stop at the Atlas stations and stuff too along the way, just get extra fuel cells. Alright, so we do have 2 rooms here. We got 2 different save points too. Let's go through and grab whatever we can. There's like nothing back here though. I don't think we can harvest these. Actually, this one might be dependent on the race. That might be why there's 2 of them. Yeah, they don't tell you the race in here. Alright, so we got a loot room. Okay, we have a multi-tool. And, yep, same deal. 2 missing slots, so we're just gonna decline. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I do, when I close the game out, I'm pretty sure my multi-tools are bugged out, so I should be getting the full-size multi-tools. So we got antimatter, nothing out of that one. Yeah, once you get the Atlas Pass, getting materials is pretty easy. You just have to keep going to space stations. They're not making a ton of money doing this, but you know, realistically, like if you know, from the beginning to the end of the game, or from the beginning of the game to the end, rather. You can get by on like 5 million credits. So it's not like how the game is now, where you need you know, like 50 million just to be comfortable. Alright, so there's really not much back here. I never bother using these things. I'm not even sure exactly how they work. They never seem to help me out, so. Alright. See if he's got anything. See, I'm talking to these guys mainly, you know, typically it's for upgrades, but now it's just so I can get alien interactions. I don't really care what they give me for rewards. Yeah, because in here, what is it? Alien. Oh, I already met all the aliens. Okay, so I don't even have to do those anymore. I'm still trying to learn words. And I started off with, I think, 59 milestones. Either 59 or 60, so I've already gained a couple. So pretty much all I had left is warping and learning some words. I'm not going to bother with starship battles because I don't have a setup for it. And flying is already super wonky, so I don't want to end up dying in the middle of nowhere. Alright, and I'm not going to bother charging any of this stuff. I'm going to go through that black hole and show you guys what that's like. It's similar to how the game is now, not like a big change. Except the loading screen's a little bit different. Gonna have to get to the other side of this. Alright, there's our black hole. And actually, let me just take a quick peek here. I want to see how far I am from the center. Oh, did that just... Alright. I thought I'd be able to see the distance from my map. Actually, I do want to grab this. Let's go in here. Go to one of these neighboring stars. Alright, so pretty much 39.9. Alright, so we're gonna just exit out. Yeah, I don't want a chance pulsing right past it. Alright, so we're just gonna go right through. A couple of pirates chasing me for some reason. I don't think they're actually chasing me. I think it's just a distress beacon thing. Alright, there we are. It's our first black hole. And as it loads in, you'll get a report of what's damaged. Alright, so we traveled 173,000 light years. Oh, and our life support's broken, of course, out of everything. Yeah, like, typically I would just ignore this when I'm doing a rush to the center, but I don't plan on rushing to the center right now, so... Get over here. Actually, will that tell me my distance from the center? Okay, so yeah, we went, you know, like 900 light years closer, so yeah, you're typically around 1,000 light years every time you use a black hole. Yeah, you can get more or less, but it seems like around 1,000 is about the average. Landing in here. Okay, I don't think I sold anything in that last system either. Yeah, I didn't sell that. Oh, it was just a power canister. Alright, we might have a ship right away. Let's see what this guy has. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Okay, that's another 40, so we're just going to decline that. Yeah, it seems like when you find a crash ship, typically your upgrades are a +1, and if you buy a ship, it's typically a +2, so... Alright, so we just have a remembrance station, but it is worth looking around these. Sometimes there'll be a machine to get stuff. Yeah, one of these, or... I'm not going to bother with that, or that. You have to pay for those. I don't want to use the resources. This should be our loot room. Multi-tool. Alright, yep, multi-tool. That one's actually really small. Now there's a -5 slots. Yeah, power canister. Yeah, I like it when I get antimatter. It makes things a lot easier. Warp cells. Yeah, because with the warp cells, all I have to do is, I think it just takes, yeah, the thallium stuff. But you're breaking down a lot of like ship stuff, so you give this thanium quite a bit. A lot of times I'll end up like 5 or 6 stacks, and I'll make up, you know, like five warp cells at a time. Right now I got a ton of plutonium though. But you can get that just from shooting asteroids. So it's actually really easy to make up that stuff. Because eventually what I'll do is I'll have a, you know, when I go to my ship, like half of this will be nothing but warp cells. So I'll stop like every now and then just to grab more materials, but you can get a lot of it right from space stations. There's nothing here. So check the other side. And typically, like I checked that ship when it showed up earlier, typically all the ships that come in will be the same slot size. It'll just be a different ship. So I don't bother having to stop there and camp and wait for the right ship to show up, because it's going to be the same inventory slots anyway. Alright, bunch of stuff in here. Ton of those power canisters. I think I'll probably go check out a planet while we're here, see if we can find any crashed ships. Can make up a couple of these too. That'll free up a little bit of room. Oh, thought I had more of those. Now let's make up a couple warp cells. Yeah, go with 3 of them. Alright, got a bunch of stuff to sell. That. Right, so we just got Tosu's Lodge. Alright, so we'll get there. Get rid of some of these power canisters. I got a bunch of them. Shield. Fascination bead. I just want to make sure I don't sell these Atlas stones because I'll need them later. We're gonna go to buy items. I'm still looking to get gold. Alright, so we do have sheets here. We're gonna switch over to my ship inventory. I'm gonna buy that sheet. Alright, you should be all set there. Yeah, just got a bunch of room back. Can I move that? Wait. I really don't have that much room here. Okay, so I do have to try to get more of that. And we're good on pretty much everything else. Actually, I think I'm gonna move a couple things back and forth between my ship. I'm just trying to get things. Yeah, I got like bad OCD when it comes to inventory. What I'm trying to do is get these vapors down to the bottom. Yeah, not gonna be able to do it like that. Yeah, I wish I could just, you know, pick this thing up and move it, you know. Alright, so I do have 2 antimatters already. Alright. Is this charged up? Yeah. Get that charged.
Technology recharge.
Gonna get this stuff charged up before I even get down to the planet. Oh, we got the ship. I do want to check with these guys to see what they're selling. I'm pretty sure the ship should be the same slot size as that last one. Captain Yog. Alright, what do you have to buy? I am still looking for gold. And it doesn't seem... Yeah, we have Magmox. These things... I remember these things being kind of a big deal at one point, too. I don't remember why. Pretty much just salvage data. I don't think I need anything there. Alright, let's take a quick look at your ship. I got 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Missing the 8 slots. Alright, so really nothing to see there. Actually, let me just compare it to this one. Mainly because I wanted to see my warp. Okay, so I do have a warp reactor in there. Okay. Then I hit decline. Yeah, run down to one of these planets and see if we can find a crashed ship. Just get this filled up.
Technology recharge.
And actually, I think I'm going to be all set with that. Alright, let's get down to one of these planets. Hope to find like a lush planet at some point. Haven't had any real luck with them. So you can't, there's no scanner, so you can't tell what any of these planets are. Let's take a shot at this one. See, we don't have like a photo mode either, so you can't move the sun around to see what things look like. You have to actually fly there. But there are lush planets. It's just a lot of them are pretty ugly in this early version. I did find one lush the other day, but they had a bunch of aggressive animals on it, so I didn't hang around very long. Trying to kind of burn off some of this fuel too. That way if I find a crashed ship, I'm not leaving a bunch of extra fuel on the table. Alright, of course it's nighttime. This might be a lush. Hard to tell. See if we can find a spot to land. Want to make sure I can find like a signal booster or a building to land at. So you can't get really close to the ground. Just kind of stinks. That's a larger land formation. Yeah, I'm looking for either a building or a signal booster, that way I can land somewhere. Building would be ideal, but just a random signal booster will work. Alright, we got a building. And I want to try to land away from... it's going to stick me over here anyway. Alright, at least I'm on top of the ground. Yeah, this is what happened last time. I landed at one of these, and my ship got sunk down into the ground, and I couldn't take off in it. So, let's see. Hopefully I don't run into that situation again. Because it wasn't fun, having to run around the whole planet. Alright, we got a predator here already. He's an aggressive guy. Docile. Alright. Get inside of here. Oh, the building's sunk. Yeah, I can't get in there. Alright. There's a signal booster around here. I'm not even sure what type of planet this is. I don't think it tells me. Oh, it does. Okay. Alright, so this is a paradise planet. Alright. Of course, I've got aggressive animals here. Yeah, you'll run into issues like this a lot in this mode where, you know, things are just stuck in the ground, unfortunately. Some more scans in here. I think you can actually interact. Yeah, you can feed these guys too. They'll give you a little happy face. Yeah, unfortunately you can't adopt them or anything like that, or feed them. Not yet, anyway. Get in a bunch of scans. Try to avoid that aggressive animal, because they do quite a bit of damage to you. And probably use, yeah, let's grab some of this plutonium. I might spend a good amount of time on this planet. What I want to do, don't want to make them mad. A weird looking guy. Yeah, some of the creatures were really cool back then. A lot of them had like really big heads compared to their bodies. They had like really big mouths too, I noticed. And you do get like an adult version and a juvenile version. That both they can be scanned individually, so you kind of get double credit on them. Alright, this area is all set. Actually, is that a different creature? I'm trying to grab like some pictures and stuff now, and I'm gonna wait for all this stuff to disappear on me. Alright, another picture. See if we can find some buildings that aren't sunk into the ground. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to keep looking for drop pods. I'm glad I got that. Got those all unlocked. Alright, we gotta... Yeah, if you fly around long enough, you will get markers. Which I think is probably that tower I just barely left. No, it might be... No, it's gonna be a different one. Hopefully this one isn't sunk into the ground. Although I have ran into things being underwater, which I think this one might be. Yeah, this transmissions tower is underwater. And unfortunately, I don't have a camera, so I can't get down there. But if you can find, like, at the landing pad that they're at, you can land underwater. Yeah, it's not letting me land. Yeah, it's kind of an oddball thing. Alright, unfortunately that thing's gonna stay marked on my map now. And I'm not swimming down there. That looks pretty deep. Yeah, it's a bad thing. You don't have a scanner, so you can't, you know, ping the planet to find buildings. So you just have to rely on flying around. And I'm trying to save on fuel too, so I don't want to keep landing just to run around for 30 seconds and then take off again. Unless I see a signal booster. And you have no compass either, so try to avoid going in circles. As you can see, the render is quite poor as well. Alright, I think I might have a signal booster over here. Yep. Alright. We'll land here. I do want to take a moment just to see what these other items are that I can dig up, minerals. What is this? Iridium. This is probably going to be aluminum or nickel. Oh, iridium. Actually, I do need a little bit more of that, so we'll grab up some of that. I don't want to take too much of it. should be 100. Yep. Alright. See if I can get a picture of this guy. Trying to find some more unique creatures that we don't have in today's game. So see if I can feed him. He doesn't want to interact. So I can grab a quick screenshot without him missing or moving. Yeah, every time I go to take a screenshot, he moves. Alright. That should be enough. I got 4 screenshots of him, so... do I need zinc? I'm always checking on zinc for some reason. I hardly ever use it, but... Already got him. Yeah, unfortunately there's no, like, creature counter, so... Some planets it seems like you've got, like, 30 creatures on sometimes. Oh, and I still need to get a couple more words. So... There we go. Oh, get a knowledge stone. I'm just trying to get a bunch of different screenshots now. Don't scurry away. And you get these like weird particle effects too. It's like, looks like there's like grass floating around sometimes. Look this way, guy. Let's see if I can feed him. Ah, you little... Oh, got a tall creature. Giant deer type thing. The ground's shaking. And sometimes I can just spend time just running around, messing around with the animals. Alright. Just jump in here real quick so I can do all the... Oh. There's some stuff here to scan too. I was gonna say, I want to do a bunch of these uploads before I forget about them. It's done. A marrow ball. Again, your stalactites, stalagmites are usually different. So get these, oh, it was just, thought I saw a little marker. I saw her ship. get in there. Alright, make up some bypass chips. A lot of times I do like 3 of them. I don't want to do too many and end up bugging out the planet or something. What do I actually need for antimatter? Oh, I would need iridium. Alright. Iridium? Oh, that's what I use zinc for, is the antimatter. That's right. I think I need it to fix something in the ship, too. I don't know if it's a launch thruster. No, it's not thruster. It might be the pulse engine that takes it. I'm gonna have to put some of that in there. Alright. So get out there and do a couple of scans. That's one I check. Okay, so I got 2 more words to learn. Okay, so that will only get me to 9, so it must be like 150 words, maybe 200 that I need to get. Alright, so yeah, this is actually filling out pretty well. Yeah, like I'm paying so much attention to these milestones. Mainly, I already have enough, but see down here where it says Galileo, that's the maximum. In order to hit Galileo, you need 55 milestones done, so that I can go to all these Atlas stations and just do the interaction. I don't have to, mess around and have to, do a bunch more warps or meet more creatures or whatever to increase that. So pretty much as I make my way towards the center, I can hit Atlas stations and black holes along the way. That way I can just finish up everything. I'll have all my Atlas stones by then. Like I've only got 2 of them right now, but I'll easily hit 8 more Atlas stations on the way to the center. I won't have to kind of go out of my way. I can pretty much hit them as I go, which is actually really nice. I just realized I do need to get more of this when I see it. That way I can start making up more warp cells. Alright, yeah, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll do 2 for transmission, and then 1 as a shelter. That way, hopefully, at that shelter I'll have another scanner I can use. So we're going to go with transmission. Because right now I'm just looking to upgrade my ship, so hopefully... Alright, we got a beacon instead, though. Alright. Gonna run into that more often, I think. Oh, and that's our creature down there that we fed. He's over there somewhere. Yeah, there he is. His little smiley face. Alright, and another transmission. Hopefully we don't get a beacon. Alright, got a transmissions tower. And another shelter. Because you don't want to have like a bunch of transmission ones, because they will bug out on you, so you don't want to lean into it too much. It doesn't seem to do it too much with drop pods, but actual NPC buildings. Okay, so we have a shelter. Alright, it's going to be a drop pod though. Let me do another shelter one. Yeah, I like to try to make sure I have a building that I know will have a signal booster at it, and drop pods don't have one, so I'm just looking for one that says shelter or like advanced life form, something like that. Okay, so that's a shelter, so there should be a signal booster there. Alright. So we're going to avoid that one. I'm going to go to that beacon first, because that's probably going to be a... actually, let's go... Which one of these is closer? Alright, we'll do the beacon first. But that's gonna probably give me a minor settlement, as long as it's not underwater. I have had these send me to transmission towers before, though. So I don't know if it's like I think it's just a higher chance that it'll be a minor settlement. Alright, so advanced life form. So that's going to be a minor settlement. So that's where we'll probably end up finishing off the stream. I want to go to this transmissions tower though. See if I can get a ship mark. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the ship marked, go back to the minor settlement and end there. That way when I load in, hopefully the ship that I find is actually an upgrade and not because yeah, as you guys noticed before, the like with the multi-tools and stuff like that, it's gonna be out in the water. Let's land right here. I don't know how far away this is gonna be. It's 2 minutes away. Swimming in this mode, or in this version, can be pretty rough. I might have to go to a different planet if all this stuff is going to be underwater. Yeah, 'cause I don't have any water protection. So I have to really pay attention to what I'm doing. You really don't want to die out here, so the pain. Let's start seeing the markers. The problem is trying to find where the door is. You dive down so slow too. I just want to find where the door is. Okay, the door is over here. And it actually looks like that building might be sunk a little bit too. Alright, so we're gonna surface. Get up there. All right, let's see if we can get down here. Yeah, I might end up dying down here. Let's get in here. I don't know if that stuff actually... Alright, go away, screen. Come on.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up dying. really close. Let's get back to our ship. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't interact with that panel. Alright, so that transmission tower is not going to work. And of course I don't have underwater protection. I probably should install it, but I don't typically do underwater stuff. In this version especially. Yeah, a lot of times these buildings, they will bug out on you in this mode. I actually thought that was going to be sunk. I thought that building was going to be sunk deeper than it was. Just make our way to our ship and get over to that minor settlement. Then when I load in next time, I might try a different planet for transmission towers. Or I might scan for another transmission tower, see if I can find one, but this one is not going to work. Yeah, a lot of stuff was really, really buggy back then, so that's just one of the multiple bugs. Get a few things scanned. I should see how expensive it is to install that upgrade. I don't think it's very expensive. At the same time, it's one more thing that can get broken when you do your warping. So I try not to install too much stuff in my exosuit. Let's see how expensive that is. Oh, I have this thing that I could always install. When everything goes down, it'll give you a quick recharge thing. Alright, let's... I'm not even sure what that would be. Okay. Yeah, like the stuff isn't super expensive to install. That one is. I don't know, maybe that's something I'll think about installing next time. I don't want to deal with that thing. Alright. I'm gonna head over to that minor settlement and end off, oh, gotta refill.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, I thought for sure I was gonna die back there. That's one thing I don't want. Pretty sure that shelters the minor settlement. It's hard to tell with these now. This is why you don't want to get too many things marked. That's another shelter. I'm pretty sure this is the minor settlement though. Let's make our way over there. A little bit of a sunrise. I was hoping it'd be a nicer sunrise. Still, it's pretty hazy. And if you notice, the water was pretty static back then too. The water looks a lot better now. Everything looks a lot better now. Although I do miss some of the weird land formations that we had back then. Some of them were pretty wild. Yeah, like these wavy land formations. Hopefully this isn't underwater. Better not be. Nope, it'll be on my end. Yeah, I found trading posts that are underwater before. Kind of wild. You can land on them, but the minute you get out of your ship, you start taking damage. Alright, let's just run over here. Oh, we got a word right here, too. Alright, we got a signal booster, too, which is always good. Alright. Take a quick look at this. Alright, yeah, the same deal. I'll check this multi-tool when I load in next time. See if it improves on the slots. Alright. I have no idea why that just gave me a thing to pop up. Let's see if I can buy any of those sheets out of here. Alright, I can grab 3 sheets, so switch over to my Starship inventory. Buy all 3 of those. Alright, so nothing much in there. I don't know. I think I have anything to sell, really. I want to hold on to all that. Alright. Go ahead and get this stuff out of the way so I won't have to do it next time. And see if I can get anything out of this guy. Go share oxygen. Alright, give me some credits. If I did the carbon thing, I may have gotten something out of him. Probably would have been like a multi-tool upgrade or whatever, but it's alright. Alright, so I think I'm gonna call it there, guys. I think when I load in next time, I do want to see if I can find a ship here. If not, I'm going to try another planet in the system. Because it seems like they're putting a lot of stuff underwater here, and I don't really want to deal with underwater stuff. And I also, when I load in, I want to check the multi-tool too to see if I can get a max on that. Because let me just... Yeah, this is an 8x3, so 24 slots is as big as you can get. I'm not so worried about the multi-tool. I want to start getting this ship upgraded. What I'll do is I'll probably wait till I hit about 43, 44 slots, and then I'll just start buying, you know, start shopping around for my final ship. Then I'll get that ship all upgraded and start making my way towards the center. So I'm gonna jump in this evening. Hopefully I'll be able to jump in for like an hour or two and just continue doing the same thing. So yeah, once I get the ship done, it's just going to be a lot of warping. So what I'll probably do is get everything upgraded and then probably not stream for a couple days and then catch up with you guys when I have, you know, when I'm like halfway there or, you know, something like that. Because if I do stream it, it's just going to be me constantly just warping from system to system. And nobody wants to watch that for, you know, 2 hours straight. So, especially if I start rambling. So, but I think that's going to do it for me today, guys. I appreciate you guys taking the time to check this out. And I will see you next time. Alright, guys, take care.